Hi guys, how's everybody doing? Finally got time to get around to distilling some rum today. So I got Anna Nicole, my still. She's over here by the fermenters, and in this last one over here, we have a rum wash, and it's kind of hard to see because it's real thick, but we fermented down to 0. And let's see, let's go over here to the whiteboard, and let's see, the rum was put on 11921 and it had a gravity of 1.114. So let's look over on our specific gravity chart, and 1.115. Let's see, oh no, that's 1.05. There we go. 1.115. Sorry, I got yucky hands, yucky fingernails. Would be 15% ABV, so we're a little below that, but that's cool. So we should get a pretty good yield out of this. I believe there is like 13 gallons in there, if I did everything right. And let's see, I used molasses, backstrap molasses, some honey. I just used a wildflower honey, and I put some unrefined sugar in there, and I used spring water, and let's see, I put some lees out of a orange mead that I had made in there, and I put some lees out of a brown sugar apple cider that I'd made in there as well. And I put some backsaddle dunder out of some rice whiskey in there for flavor as well. So, and it smells, it's like this, it's got a very strong smell. You could definitely smell the backstrap molasses is prevalent, but it has a sweet, good smell. It's hard to describe really that. I have a feeling that essence is going to come out in the rum, and it's going to be so yummy because that smell is just like taking over the room. So let me set you down for a minute and we'll do some siphoning. We got the fermenter all propped up. We have the racking cane in there, and we are, or we was, siphoning back out, but we seem to have lost the siphon. So let me get back to it. Okay, now we're working. And me personally, since I don't have any chance of anything solid getting in there, I really should be in this, but still. So I always put cheese pop over the top of the pot, so just filter and spray anything just in case. Better safe than sorry, right? Got the fermenter. I'm sorry to tell you, I got the fermenter filtered out so we can get the most out of it. I'm not worried about if we stir up the leaves a little bit on the bottom, and the screen will catch any of that. So I will come back once we got all filled up. Well, there's what the screen looks like. So you can see it's definitely, even though that rum wash looked nice and clear, I still got a little bit of particulates and solids and stuff. You can kind of see down in there what it looks like. I think I'm right up to about here, so I have about 12 gallons. And now let me set you down so I can do some more work. Okay, there's what it looks like down inside the pot. Just nice dark liquid. And you know what? Originally I was just going to do this a one-off, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and order some more backstrap, and I'm going to mix some. I'm going to use the lees off of this rum wash and the back set from this rum wash, and just try one, and then I'll have really like a more traditional rum, because I improvised on some of it because I didn't have that stuff handy. So just because this smells, I know it's going to be good, so the next one should be even better. So I'm going to give that a try. Anyway, back to work. Okay, got everything all transferred in, and it is set up in pot still mode, and I have the flask with graduated markings on it so I can separate the ethanol and acetones, and then we will start collecting the rum. Cooler's all filled up with ice water, and we are just letting the still come up to temperature. Right now I got it set on 148. That's what methanol vaporizes at, so we'll collect that off first. And I will be back when things get a little more interesting. Well, we started getting up to temperature, and now we're collecting 4 shots. That little bit coming off there is the yucky stuff that we don't want to keep. See, we're at 185. Let's see, our right down here it says 160 something, 150 something. So about the same, a little bit less down, or a little bit more temperature down here than up here. That totally makes sense. And methanol comes off at 148, so that's working just about right. So now that we've hit that, and we've seen we're not hardly any's coming out now, so I guess we'll let it run a little longer. That is pretty much all the methanol that's in there, but we're going to run plenty more out. We're going to run about 400 milliliters out, because that's all 4 shots anyway. I need to get to here. Let's bump it up 10 more degrees. And then we'll start collecting some 4 shots as well, some acetones and the other just not so good flavored alcohols. And I will bring you back when we get further into the run. Well, we are well through the 4 shots and into the heads. I'm going to stop that at 400 milliliters, and then we'll switch over to start making cuts. And I got it set, the set value at 176, and it's bouncing around between 176 and 179. And that seems to be working pretty good. Sorry about my fat fingers. And seemed like a good time to have some mead that I bottled last week. This is a orange blossom honey. Has orange zest, some raisins, and black tea. And then, let's see, it was like a 12%, 11.5%, something like that. And I back sweetened it with more orange blossom honey. And then I force carbonated it in the mini keg and bottled it. Let's see if I can open this one-handed. Nice pop. And there we go.
terribly clear, but it's pretty clear. I know you can't really see it, but I can see the seal through it. Part of it's the glass, but very happy with it. You can see the carbonation. That is like a super yummy. I've let a few friends try some bottles. I got a 12-pack of this, and everyone really likes it. Let me describe it. Okay, smell it. I mostly smell the honey first, the orange blossom honey, with just a hint of citrus or orangey. I wouldn't say so much orangey as citrus. The carbonation level is very nice. It's not overpowering, but it's there. I taste the honey first, but it's not overly sweet. I would describe it as semi-dry. The tea gave it a nice mouthfeel. It kind of gives you that. So when I drink it, it doesn't just get some taste up front and leave my mouth. You know what I mean? Like if there wasn't some tannins in it. So it kind of sits on your tongue for a minute, and then you can taste the honey and the kind of the citrus. Like I said, it does have an orange note, but it's not orange, like in your face orange, I guess. Probably a hint of the raisins. I'm pretty happy with this. It's turned out pretty good. Okay, so now let's put our switcheroo there and put in our first cuts jar. And probably in another hour, I guess, I will be collecting rum. So I will come back when we kind of get through the heads of the run. Well, the run is progressing, and this was the 4 shots and the start of the heads. This one's probably heads. This one might have some. This one maybe not for sure. This one's definitely hearts. And I'm just going off of smell. It smells like, you can smell the molasses, the backstrap molasses in it. Some other flavors I can't quite nail down. Maybe like a little bit of vanilla, possibly. Now I'm just going to give it a sip, just right out at still strength. We're probably doing like 140, 150 just on a regular pot still. Wow, that is really, really yummy. There's a lot going on there. Right off the bat, I got the backstrap molasses, just a hint of that, and then got some caramel-y, maybe, definitely some vanillas. The very strong caramel-y that's in there for sure. That is just so good. I mean, this turned out like, I don't know what I expected, but this is beyond what I expected. It's really, really good. I am super happy with this. And I'm going to try something even a little different. I got some So this is blackstrap molasses. That's the lowest grade of molasses you can get. So I ordered the next grade up, which is just a dark molasses, and I'm going to use some back set out of this, and I'm going to put the lees from this right back into the next batch, and we'll see. We should have a totally different flavor and characteristic altogether as well. So looking forward to that. But I am just super happy with this. Looking forward to seeing what I can do with it. I ordered some I forgot what it's called. It's like a traditional Puerto Rican style flavorings. It's got star anise in it. It's got basswood or basket wood. It's got Brazil wood. It's got cinnamon. It's got cloves. It's got some Drano from under the kitchen sink. No, just kidding. It's got a lot of different flavors in it. So I'm gonna, because of the backstrap molasses and what's going on in this, I think that would pair very well with this. So I'll probably leave some just like it is and try some with just some oak or something in it, and then the majority of it I'll do with that Puerto Rican style, Jamaican style. I'm not sure, but it'll be neat. But anyway, I think that's probably going to be a wrap, and I'll do an update when I see how much I get out of it, and I should get like 1.5 gallons probably. But and when I do the flavorings and stuff, we'll do an update and check it all out. So thank you for tuning in, and lots of love. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.